children?
Yes. Yes.
So, 30, did I have the class? A very good morning to all of you, my dear children. In today's session, let us learn about pronouns. Okay, so we have already started with the topic pronouns on Monday, haven't we? Yes, and we have discussed about the pronouns, about the 7 pronouns. Could you remember that? Yes?
Yes.
Which are the pronouns we discussed? Come on, tell me.
He, she, I, we,
You, we, they. Yes. Yes, yes. So we have discussed about the 7 main pronouns. That is he, she, I, it, you, we and they. These are the 7 main pronouns. I do repeat it once more. He, she, I, it. He, she, I, it, you, we, they. These are the 7 main pronouns, and these pronouns are also called as subject pronouns. Okay, we know why are we using pronouns for. Pronouns are used in order to avoid repetition. Instead of using the noun again and again, we make use of the pronoun. So pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun. Is that clear to all of you? So pronoun is a word which is used in place of a noun. Clear to all of you? Yes? Yes, my dear children?
Yes.
Okay, so pronoun. All of you, please do. We are moving on to the next topic. We are finished with the adverbs. So pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun. We have already learnt about noun. We know very well about the noun. Okay, nouns are naming words. Nouns are names of person, places, animals and things. Pronouns are nothing but which are used in place of a noun, that take the place of a noun. Okay, so in order to avoid the repetition, we make use of a pronoun. So we have learnt about the 7 main pronouns. So let's move on to the topic. Okay, let's have a short recap. All of you, please do take worksheet 20. We are in worksheet 20, noun, pronouns and its kind. So all, please do take page number 36, 36. Okay. So I told you that pronouns are words which are used that replaces a noun. Okay. So pronoun is a word that replaces a noun, that is used in place of a noun. Okay. Or we could say that is instead of a noun. Okay. So whatever it is, replaces means that is used in place of a noun. Okay, so we have done this example. Ravi is being repeated again and again. So it is not, when we write a passage, we don't repeat Ravi, we don't repeat the noun again and again. So instead, yes, we use he, because Ravi is a masculine gender. Okay. Now, these are the 7 main pronouns we learnt. Okay, see, look at the box here. So we'll start with I, then it is it, okay, then it is you, then it is they, okay, then it is we, she and he. Okay, this is the triangle for you. So it will start with I, then it is it, then it is you, it is a 3-letter word, then it is a 4-letter word, that is they. Then we'll move on to we, he and she. Okay, so look at the triangle so you will learn it very well. I, it will start with a 1 word, that is I, it, you, they,
You,
it, you, they, we, he, she. So these are the main pronouns. Okay. So we have learnt about the how to use it. So there is a pronoun which is used for people, animals and things. I'm just revising it. Please listen very carefully. There is a pronoun which is used for people, animals and things. When you look at the picture, you will understand. We are using for people, that is more than one. Animals, that is used for more than one. And also for things, that is used for more than one. Okay? So there is a pronoun which is used for people, animals and things. Clear to all of you? Now let's move on to the next pronoun, that is we. We is used for people. Okay? We is used for people when you along with others are there. Okay? So it is used, we is used when you're talking about more than one people. That is, when you talk about myself along with others, we make the use of the pronoun we. Is that clear to all of you? Yes? So, when we are talking about myself along with others, we make the use of pronoun we. Clear to all of you? So, we is a pronoun which is used for people when we are talking about more than one. But it is used when myself along with others, you are there, along with that, others are there. Only then we can use we. So, we went for a picnic. We means you are included. We are friends. That is Ria, Nia, Gia and I are friends. So we say that we are friends. You are there. Clear? That is the difference between we. Now, use a pronoun which is used for singular and plural. Use a pronoun which is used for people and it is used for both for singular and plural. Clear? You are a girl. You are a nice person. You all are my students. So you is a pronoun which is used both for singular and plural. Okay? Clear? Now, all of you look at this picture. She is a pronoun which is used for a feminine gender. When we talk about a girl, woman, aunt, mother. So when we talk about feminine gender, we make use of the pronoun she. He. When we talk about a masculine gender, that is a boy, uncle, father, we make use of the pronoun he. Clear? I. When you talk about myself, we use the pronoun I. Okay? So we have learnt about, so now last but not the least, it is it. When we talk about it is used when we talk about an animal or a thing. Okay? An animal or a thing. It gives us milk. Clear? So we have learnt about 7 pronouns. Clear to all of you? Yes? Yes? So are you all thorough with all the 7 pronouns? We have learnt about the 7 main pronouns. That is I, it, you, they, we, he, she. Okay? I, it, you, they, he, she, it. You be thorough with that triangle which is shown to you. Okay? Yes, come on. Yes, come on, tell me.
It, I, it, you, they, we, he, she.
Yes, very good. Okay, now listen all of you. So we have learnt about the 7 main pronouns. These are the 7 main pronouns and these pronouns are called as subject pronouns. Okay, these pronouns are its form. Okay, so it is for I. If it's an object, we do make use of the pronoun me, mine. Okay, so you, the same you itself, even if it's an object pronoun. For he, it is him, his. She, it is her and hers. Okay, they, it is them and theirs. It, It is it and its. It is us and ours. Okay. These are the 7 main pronouns, and these pronouns are its different forms. And these pronouns can only be replaced by a subject in a sentence. So these 7 pronouns are called as the subject pronouns. Clear? These pronouns, that what we have learned just now, these are the 7 main pronouns. So these 7 main pronouns are called as the subject pronouns. We know what is a subject is. Don't you know what is a subject is? Yes, my dear children, what is a subject? We'll go step by step. What is a subject? Come on, tell me, what is a subject? Subject means what? What is a subject?
Thing.
No, children, in a sentence you can find a subject and a predicate. Subject means who are we talking about in a sentence. Okay, who or what are we talking about? I'll show the examples for you. Okay, then we will move on to the object pronouns, these pronouns. First, let us be familiar with so we are only learning about the personal pronouns. So when we have to learn the personal pronouns, we know we need to learn all this. These pronouns just I'll introduce, okay? I'll tell you what it is. So we need to know what is personal pronouns is, and see the different forms of personal pronouns. We have to learn about the first person, second person, third person. So these different forms come into it. So we have learnt only about the 7 pronouns, main pronouns, that is the subject pronouns, and all other forms you can see that me, mine, and all these are its different form. That is the object pronoun and the possessive pronoun. Okay, first let us know what is the subject in a sentence, and then we'll move on to it. Okay, only then you will understand what are we talking about. One minute, my dear children. Yes. All of you look at this example. Okay, all of you, let's do this. Only then you will understand what are subject pronouns here. I will do the first one for you. So now you have to fill in the blanks with the correct pronouns. Okay, now listen very carefully. Mangoes are delicious. Here, come on, tell me, what are we talking about in this sentence?
Mangoes.
Mangoes. So we are talking about the mangoes in the sentence. So mangoes are the subject in a sentence. Is that clear? So when we learn about the sentence, we do learn it. So sentence, whenever we start a sentence, the sentence usually begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. A sentence is divided into 2 parts, subject and a predicate. So every sentence do have 2 parts in a sentence. Subject. Subject means what? What or who are we talking about in a sentence? So here, what are we talking about in a sentence here? Here we are talking about the mangoes. Okay, so mangoes are the subject in a sentence, and the rest of the sentence are known as the predicate in a sentence. Is that clear to all of you? Have you all understood? So when a pronoun is being replaced by a subject in a sentence, those pronouns which we have learned just now, that is the 7 pronouns, are called as the subject pronouns because it is being replaced by a subject in a sentence. It can only be replaced by a subject in a sentence. Clear? So here, all of you look at it. Please do understand what I'm saying. Okay, mangoes. Here we are talking about the mangoes. So which pronoun we can use it here? We have learnt about the 7 pronouns. Think of it and come. Yes, very good. They. Have you all understood? So these 7 pronouns are also called as subject pronouns because it can only be replaced by a subject in a sentence. Have you all understood? So these 7 pronouns are also called as the main pronouns, and it is also called as a subject pronouns because it can only be replaced by a subject in a sentence. Clear to all of you? Now let's move on to the next sentence. Anita is a famous singer. Come on, identify the subject in a sentence. No, I don't want the answer. I'm asking you, identify the subject in a sentence. Unless you know the subject, how come we are going to identify, going to replace a subject? Anita, yes. Anita is a subject in a sentence. No? So, now Anita is a famous singer. Anita is a subject, and what are we talking about is the predicate in a sentence. Okay, that you leave it. Now here we are talking about Anita. Very good. So Anita is a subject in a sentence. Now Anita should be replaced by a subject pronoun. Which pronoun do we use? She. Very good. Very good. She. So she has sung many songs. Got it now? Yes? So that is the reason these 7 pronouns, that is the 7 pronouns which we have learnt, it is called as a main pronouns or the subject pronouns because it can only be replaced by a subject in a sentence. Got it? Now let's move on to the next sentence. The boy is so tall that dash will easily reach the shelf. Okay, so here we are talking about whom? Come on, identify the subject in a sentence. Boy, yes, here we are talking about the boy here. So boy is a subject in a sentence. So it should be replaced by a subject pronoun. Come on, tell me. He. Very good. So the boy is so tall that he will easily reach the shelf. Now you got it? Yes? Only think, when the subject pronouns means only think of the 7 pronouns. Okay? Now, the lion is roaring because dash is hungry. Here the lion is a subject in a sentence. So it can be replaced by it. Very good. Because it is hungry. Now you got it? Why are we calling it as a subject pronouns? These 7 yes. Now, yes, the subject. We are talking about the lion. So lion is a subject in the sentence. And these 7 pronouns can only be replaced by a subject in a sentence. I'll show you the reason. If it is an object, we can't use these 7 pronouns. It should be replaced by an object pronouns then. Then that form, these 7 pronouns, the form automatically changes. Okay. Now let's be thorough with the subject, then we'll move on to the object. Okay. So Tanu and I. I told you Tanu and I. So which pronoun we have to use here? Yes. Tanu and I means which pronoun? Tanu is there. I am also there. So which pronoun? Yes? He. Yes. So here Tanu and I are the subject in a sentence. So it should be replaced by a subject pronoun. So which pronoun do we use? Come on, tell me once more, all of you. Which pronoun? We. Very good. We. So we. So see here, Tanu and I are cousins. Okay. So Tanu and I. So we have to use the pronoun we. We study in the same school. Got it? Okay. So Tanu and I means if you are included into it, there is only one pronoun can be used, that is we. There is no other pronoun. So each pronoun, that is a 7 pronoun which we have learned, has different usage. Okay, that is what I wanted to show you this exercise. Now when you learn this exercise, everything is subject pronouns, you are absolutely, everything is clear. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question here. All of you look at the examples. Okay. Pankaj and Ajay live in the same area. Dash are classmates. Here whom are we talking about? Pankaj and Ajay. Very good. So here Pankaj and Ajay are the subject in a sentence. Okay. So it should be replaced by a subject pronoun. So what do we use here? What is that? Very good, very good. They. So they are classmates. Okay. So when the pronoun, it should be replaced. That is the reason these pronouns are called as subject pronouns, because it can only be replaced by a subject in a sentence. Clear? Now, you can go to play as long as. We are talking about you. So what do you have to do here? As long as? No, again, as long as you. as long as you complete your homework. So your mommy is telling you, you can go to play as long as you complete your homework. Yes, you can go and play, it's okay, but you have to complete your homework. Okay, so have all of you understood about all the 7 subject pronouns? Have you understood? What we have learned just now, it is called as a subject pronouns. Okay, that is I, it, you, they, he, we and she. Got it? Memorized? These 7 pronouns, what do we call them as?
Subject pronoun.
Yes, why it is called so? Because it can only be replaced by a subject in a sentence. Now have you understood what is a subject is? Subject means what or who are we talking about in a sentence. It always comes in the beginning of a sentence. Clear? Yes, I hope it's clear. Now let's move on to one more exercise. With one exercise we won't be ready with. So let's move on to one more exercise of a similar manner. Okay, rewrite these sentences replacing the bold words with subject pronouns. Okay, all of you, with subject pronouns as clearly mentioned there. So we can use only these 7 pronouns. Okay, just only think of these 7 main pronouns. So you can say it is given in bold words. So I told you what are subjects. Now you know what our subjects are. And it can only be replaced by a subject pronouns. We have already learnt about the subject pronouns. Now I'll take Shivad and Sadish. Make your, yes, come on. Read the sentence and you do it. You both of you do it. Come on, do it. So here, whom are we talking about? Summer. Summer is what? Subject. Very good. That is what I wanted. Here we are talking about the summer. So summer is a subject in a sentence. So it can only be replaced by a subject pronoun. Come on, now tell me which subject pronoun we could use there. He. Yes, very good. He gave me a new pen. Okay, he gave me a new pen. Very good. Okay, now you have understood. Now I want it for Chriswin. Come on, Chriswin, unmute it, my dear. Do the second question for me.
Ryan.
Chriswin. Let Chriswin do it. Chriswin, are you there? Come, my dear. Come on, let me see you, Chriswin. Yes, very good. Yes, come on, read the question. Everyone will be getting a chance. Wait.
Villagers are looking at the watchman.
Okay, come on. I want me to explain the sentence. Here, the villagers are looking for their watchman. Now, come on, identify the subject in a sentence. Villagers. Okay, so villagers are the subject in a sentence, and it should be replaced by a subject pronoun. Which pronoun do we use there? Come on, tell me. Villagers. Yes, you're absolutely right. They. Okay, so here we are talking about villagers, plural. We are talking about people. So for plural, what do we use? They. So they are looking for their. They are.
Watchmen.
Yes, they are looking. They are looking for their. Their, for their watchman. Is that clear to all of you? Yes. I'm not only talking to Crispin, I'm talking to the whole lot. Okay, everyone. Okay, so please listen. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Anushka, come on, Anushka. Do the next question for me. Read the question well.
Seema and Raina are friends.
Seema and Raina are friends. Okay, come on, tell me. Here, identify the subject in a sentence. What are we talking about? Seema, we are talking about here. We are talking about 2 persons. Who are they?
Seema and
Yes.
She.
And Raina. Don't be bothered about one or two or whatever it is. Whoever it is there, you please do say it. Okay, so here in this sentence, we are talking about Seema and Raina. Both of them are friends. Okay, so here the
We
subject
are friends.
Seema and Raina. So how many of them are there? Two of them are there. So which pronoun it should be replaced with?
We are friends.
And it should be replaced with which pronoun?
She and he.
He and he. There is a pronoun like that. He and she.
We.
For if it is two of them are there, more than one person, which pronoun I've told you we have to use?
They
Huh?
are friends.
Get the answer. They are friends. There is only one plural pronoun which can be used for people, animals and things. Okay, we is a pronoun which can only be used when you are included into it. Okay, so they. So here we have to use they. They are friends. You are not here. Anushka is not here. Okay, so Seema and Raina are friends. So what we have to say? They are friends. If Anushka is there, you can say that we are friends. Have you understood the difference between we and they? Okay, both can be used for plural, but that is the difference between we and they. Okay, now let's move on to the next person, Joanna. Joanna, come on, read the question. It is not there in your workbook, my dear children. Okay, only one exercise is there. To do the exercise on your workbook, you need to understand all this. Okay, so the next person is Ellen. Ellen, come on, Ellen. Ellen, are you there? Come on, do the next one for me. Yes, you just read the sentence, understand, and you do it. That's all. Yes, come on. Mm.
The pen write well.
Yes, the pen writes well. Okay, come on, identify the subject in a sentence.
I write well.
I don't want the answer. I'm asked you, you read the question, identify the subject. Ellen,
Right.
subject is right for you. Come on, read the sentence, my dear.
Pen.
Yes, pen. Come on, say it with confidence. What is the subject there?
Pen.
Pen. The pen is a subject there. So it should be replaced by a pronoun. Which pronoun do we use there?
I.
I.
It.
It. So when we talk about a thing or an animal, it should be replaced by it. So it writes well. Have you understood, Ellen? Safania, come on. Do the next question.
We want to come school today.
Yes, that's okay. Where are you now? You are at school?
Oh, no.
You're at home?
Yes.
Okay then, after the session you can come. That's okay. Safania, come on Safania, you're getting ready for it? Okay. Safania, come on. It gets over now. Okay? Safania, come on. Read the question. Come on, my dear. Read the question.
John
Mm.
has made books.
Okay. So, Gina, read the question well once more. When you read it with confidence.
Gina has made books.
Gina has many books. B-O-O-K-S, it is books. Gina has many books. Now identify the subject. Come on, Safania.
He has many books.
I don't want the answer. I told you, I asked you, identify the subject.
Gina.
Yes, very good. Gina is a subject. Because we are talking in the sentence, we are talking about Gina. So Gina is a subject in the sentence. And the subject should be replaced by a subject pronoun. So which pronoun do we use there? Now my question is which pronoun? Come on, tell me the answer.
He.
Gina is a girl. So which pronoun do we use? She. When you say she and he, say it properly. Okay, he, she. So here we have to use she. So she has many books. Very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Devananda, come on, Devananda. Do the next question for me. Today only for boys, not for girls. Come on.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm. Yes, Devananda, come on, read the question.
A good boy.
Mm. So Abhishek is a good boy. Come on, identify the subject.
Abhishek.
Abhishek. Okay, very good. So the subject should be replaced by a subject pronoun. Which pronoun do we use?
He is a good boy.
Very good. He is a good boy. So I hope all of you have understood about the subject pronoun. Have all of you understood about the subject pronoun?
Yes.
Yes. So what we have learned just now, the 7 main pronouns are called as subject pronouns. Is that clear to all of you? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, my dear children? Okay? Yes. If you're thorough with these 7 pronouns, only then we can move on to the next set of pronouns. Okay? 1 minute, my dear children. I wanted your attendance. So let me take a pic of yourself. I wanted your attendance. It's because of that. Thank you, my dear children. Thank you all.
Ma'am.
Yes, children. Yes, thank you all. Bye-bye, all of you. Thank you.